Hey, what's up, everyone? Happy Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed the long weekend after yesterday's public holiday on the markets with regards to it being Martin Luther King Day. No, I had a great start to the week. I had a bit of a red day today. So we had 11 green days in a row, 11 winning days, 11 profitable days in a row. And that winning streak, that green streak, has to come to an end sooner or later. So, welcome back to Day Trade with Tony. And today is, well, it's an important day. It's January the 17th in 2023. It's the first day of my small account challenge. I'll give you an update of the small account challenge in a separate video, which I'll drop shortly. And just a quick summary of that. We've had a profitable day on the small account, and we started today with $2,500. I'm going to see how we can grow that. So check out that other video that we'll be dropping shortly. Aside from that, we've not had a bad day. We've had a bad day, but it could have been worse. So we went about $20,000 down into the red today. And it's kind of strange because we've not had a bad day in terms of trade selection, trade accuracy. We just had one big trade. So effectively, the trade that we got us green and did well for us on Friday, the stock that did well for us on Friday in IPO, MGO Global. And that was... I traded it badly today. There's no other way of saying it. I had my eye on a couple of things. I was trying to multitask, and I traded it badly. Held on to it way too long, and lost nearly $19,000. Aside from that, take that one trade away, and it's actually been a good day. So that's what I'm saying. It's not been a bad day, but it's been a bad day. So that one trade has really kind of upset the apple cart, because the rest of the trades, well, with one exception, and again that was more of a desperation move on my part. So let's rewind. We've taken 7 trades today, of which 5 were profitable, and they're all profitable to a good size. So I think the smallest one was just over $600 in profit. We did lose a little over $800 on PBLA, but I'll talk you through that as well. But apart from that, the rest of the trades were all green up. So, 2 trades to the downside. So if I look at both of those, we're over $19,500 in the red. Coming back from that was going to be difficult. The fact that we managed to, minimize that damage, we're finishing today just over 7,000 in the red gross. So it's just over 8,000 after charges, fees, and commissions, and etc. But we're just over $7,000 down on the day. So it's a red day. It puts an end to that 11-day green streak, 11-day winning streak. Not a big deal. In the grand scheme of things, what I always say is, when you have a bad day, zoom out. Where are you on the week? Well, it's the first trading day of the week, so that doesn't really come into play. Where am I on the month? Well, I'm still in a very good place on the month. We're very close to actually hitting goal on the month. So we should, 3 more trading days left this week, be able to actually hit goal this week if we trade within our capabilities. Anyway, that being said, let's just talk through the trades themselves. So we started off our first trade. We traded Bed Bath & Beyond, and we made a small loss on Bed Bath & Beyond. This was pre-market, just after the top of the hour. As this moved up, broke the VWAP, I saw it, looked for a move up, added to the position on the move up, and then it pulled back. And I just held it and held it. And as it broke new lows, that's when I got out here. So slight loss on that to start off with. But then after the bell, we got this kind of inverse head and shoulders move, and we were able to ride that up and make some nice profits on Bed Bath and Beyond. And a good trade all in all. So Bed Bath and Beyond, we traded Silvergate. SI is the ticker. We traded Silvergate Capital. So this was again the second trade that we took on the day. This was just after, again, this started to move up, and we were able to get a little bit of movement here, and we were able to trade that. It did pull back a little bit before moving back up after the bell, but we finished profitable on Silvergate, $625. So not a bad day at the office. Out of the blocks, we traded Marathon Digital, and we tried to get green on this, as it were. We traded this, and as it started to make its move up, and when it pulled back, I think it was slightly green. We didn't make a huge amount with it to start off with. But what did happen here? So I traded this on the small account as well, which was the first trade on the small account. We got a lovely inverse head and shoulders. So there's one shoulder, there's your head, and there's the other shoulder before it made its move up. So we got in and rolled this up, and we were able to make a nice little profit on that before it then sold off and start to come back down. So Marathon Digital, $800, and whilst we were trading that, we traded MGOL. And this is where it all went wrong for us. So we got profitable, and this is where it all went wrong for us. So this moved up. We thought, okay, it's over the VWAP. We'll get in for the break of the $0.50, $6.50. It moved up $6.75. We should have taken profits. We didn't. We added to our position instead. And pre-market highs, as you can see, 670, 674 was actually the high, but 670 up to 675, that was the resistance level that we were looking for. But instead of waiting for the confirmation of the break, we added to our position, and it broke down. And we let it come back to the VWAP. Thought we'd get a VWAP bounce before it makes a move back up. It didn't. It broke the VWAP, so we exited the position. As it started to make its move back up again, when it broke the VWAP, we got back in. And as it moved up, it broke the $6 level. As it moved up, we added to our position for the break of the $0.25, and then it pulled back and sold off. So we held this down to about, I think we lost about 75, 80 cents on this. And we'd gone in pretty heavy with it as well. So we ended up nearly $19,000 down on this. So not a great trade. And this is really the trade that we just held it way too long. We didn't trade it right. We should never have traded it in the first place. We should have been waiting for this pre-market resistance here. It got rejected at pre-market resistance. As soon as it got rejected, we should have been exiting the position. Maybe get a little bit of profit on its way up there. Exit the position, wait for the retest and the break. It never got up there, so it wouldn't have been a problem. Live and learn lessons. And in the grand scheme of things, I just got to zoom out, as I say, and look at where I am. We got $30,000 out of this, over $30,000 out of this on Friday. So we've given a huge portion of that back. But we'll see where it goes tomorrow. We might get some back tomorrow. We'll see. We're still in profit on the ticker over the last 2 days. That's all I can say with that. NGOL. And then after that, we traded. Bitcoin had a great day today. So it's been really, really buoyant and bullish over the weekend. And obviously we traded Marathon Digital, and in fact crypto mining stocks as a whole were having a good day. So bit mining started to move up. We got some back on this move here, and then as this continued up, we got a move up again. We got the pullback and the move up, and we were able to capitalize on that move there. So We did get this. We traded this a little bit later after it. A little bit later here. So as it moved up, back up to the VWAP, broke the VWAP. We got it. We didn't get a lot on this particular move, but that was kind of how we finished the day with bit mining. So a little under $6,000 in total. The majority came on this move here. On this move up here, we got a little bit on this move, and then got out because we saw the devil horns, and then we got the further move up after the pullback. So quite a large move up. It was over a whole dollar, and we were able to capitalize on that somewhat. I think the next one we traded was PBLA as this moved up here. We got a pullback. And we looked for the break of new highs. We didn't get it. As we got in, it actually the spreads were horrible. It's extremely highly shorted. This is extremely highly shorted. Big short interest on this. So this hit the scanners. I looked for the move back up. It didn't quite. I think quite get the move back up, and I had to cut myself for a loss here. And quite frankly, should never have taken that trade. Just looking for things that were moving, so should never have taken that trade. Then we traded AMC, and AMC came good for us as well. So AMC came all the way back down to the red green line, yesterday's closing price, and then started to make its move up. It moved up very nicely, but then we traded it here. So as this broke 550. We looked for the pullback. We got the pullback. We entered here. We're able to ride that up. We got out here. We actually got stopped out. And then we're able to ride that up again, stopped out again, and then up again. So AMC, between 5,000 and 10,000 shares at a time with AMC, managed to make almost $4,000. At one stage, we're about $6,000 up on AMC. And we gave a little bit back on this piece here. And unfortunately, we didn't make the full amount back, so we finished just under $4,000 up on AMC. So all in all, the good news is that we recovered over $10,000. We had a $11,000 swing in our favour at one stage. So it was almost $20,000 down. We came back and we're finishing 7,200. Well, finished today 7,200 down. So, what does that look? Why am I still so buoyant? Why am I still so cheerful about the position I'm in? Because I'm zooming out and I'm looking at the month that's in it, the start of the year, and we're having a good month. It's the first red days are inevitable. So let me just cover that off right now. As a day trader, you've got get away from the emotional aspect of losing. I mean, if you have a big loss, a big red day, if you're feeling it emotionally, you need to take a couple of days off just to recover and just put it into perspective. I can put it into perspective because I can look at what I did last year. I can look at what I did the year before, and I don't owe the market anything, okay? And the market certainly doesn't owe me anything. So I've earned a very good living over the last few years with trading the markets. So when I have a loss, I just put it behind me. It's inevitable. We're always going to have losing trades. We're always going to have days where we perhaps don't trade to our optimum, or we're taking the wrong signals, or whatever the reason is. Red days are inevitable. You're going to have losing weeks. You're even going to have losing months from time to time. So that zoom out to find out where you actually are at. This is what I do. So where exactly am I at? Well, if I look at this month alone, $5,000 the first couple of days, over $5,000. And then a $3,000 day. A couple of $1,000s of beginning to start last week, then $6,000. Had a $42,000 day last Wednesday. That set me up perfectly for a really wonderful January. I thought, okay, $5,000 day on Thursday. It's a good day. I need to be hitting kind of $6,000. My new 2023 goals say I should be hitting $6,000 a day on average. That's not to say that I need to be hitting $6,000 a day. It just needs to average out that way. So last Friday, we got on the IPO, traded MGOL, and we managed to get over $30,000 out of MGOL, $20,000 in profit, gross profit on the day. So to lose the first red day of the month, to lose $7,000, it's a lot of money. I'm not trying to pretend it's not. It is a lot of money, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not a big deal in terms of, it's not going to derail me for across the year. But look at the detailed numbers here. So I want to be doing $120,000 a month. And if I look at where we are on the 17th, we've still got 10 trading days left after today. So we've got the rest of 3 days this week. We've got 5 days next week and 2 days the following week. So we've got 10 trading days left. So if I'm hitting my average of $6,000 average per day is what I want to be aiming for, then that's an extra 60,000 onto the 84,000 that I've got. That's 140,000. So that's way ahead of the 120,000 that I'm looking for. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to do 6,000 a day. I just need to be averaging that in order to do that. At the moment, I'm averaging $9,000 a day, which is phenomenal. And you know, maybe I've set myself a low bar on the goal. My average across the whole of last year was a little over $5,000. So I'm thinking maybe it's a stretch, and I want to test myself and with stretch goals. But $9,000 per day on average is, you know, that's phenomenal trading by anyone's stretch of the imagination. If we look at the win-loss expectation in terms of accuracy, trade accuracy, most of my trades are, 2/3 of my trades are winners, 1/3 of them are losers, so it's pretty much on point, 2-to-1 on the ratios there. I've got 136,000 in gains already and only 50,000 in losses. So it's better than 2-to-1. If that was if this was kind of 65, 66,000, then it would be a 2-to-1. But it's better than 2-to-1. Not quite 3-to-1, but it's better than, certainly better than 2-to-1. And if I look at my equity curve, it's the first downswing. But if I look at it, it doesn't even take me to where I was on Thursday. So before Friday, I had this move up. So I've not even eaten into the gains from Friday. So I've got a drawdown to recover from now, a $7,000 drawdown. And that's going to, I should have that cleared by Thursday, all things being equal. Hopefully I'll have it cleared tomorrow. I'll have a $7,000 day and we'll be back in the upwards momentum again. So, you know, it is what it is. So today we also started the small account challenge. I'll drop that video a little bit later. But January started really, really well for me. We've had a couple of really good days last week. We've just started this week with a red day, and we need to put that to bed. I know where I went wrong with it. I know what I did wrong, and I can fix that. That's a blatant error in my calculations. So anyway, all that being said, tomorrow is a new day, and we look to build a new green streak starting tomorrow. And if we can go green for the rest of the month, not only will we be setting ourselves a great foundation for the year, we'll recover this drawdown and we'll be on target. So come join me tomorrow. Not only will we be doing the small account again, small account, we do a small number of trades, and I'll be trading on the small account at the same time I'm trading with my main account. But come join me tomorrow, 90 minutes before the market opens. We'll do it all again, and hopefully we'll have a much better day tomorrow than we did today. In the meantime, enjoy your evening, and I'll see you there.